Former Prime Minister H.D. Deve Gowda holding a mirror to all those people who have given the boycott call and said that they will not be attending the inauguration by Parliament of the new Parliament. Sabyasachi, my colleague, is now joining us live. Sabyasachi will give us the first glimpse from a distance. Sabya, good afternoon. I know it's hot out there, the sun beating down hard, but let's have it. Tell our viewers what you can see around you.
Well, absolutely, Pranesh. Right now I'm standing at Vijay Chowk, just a few meters away from the new Parliament building. And here is a makeshift tent which has been put out. And you can see on your screen that several workers are working here with flowers. And these flowers will be used for the decoration of the new Parliament building, as well as for the Havan and Puja as well. And you can see different kinds of flowers are being used for the decoration of the new Parliament building. The new Parliament building boasts a sitting capacity of around 888 MPs in the Lok Sabha from the old 552 seats, and sitting capacity of for up to 384 MPs in the Rajya Sabha. And the new Lok Sabha is approximately 3 times the size of the old Lok Sabha, and its design has taken inspiration from the peacock, that is India's national bird. And the Rajya Sabha is designed after a lotus, since the lotus is India's national flower. And apart from the increased in sitting capacity, the Parliament building has also increased up its sitting capacity with additional 1,140 additional seats. And the preparations are at full swing, because less than 24 hours are left for the inauguration of the new Parliament building. Yesterday also we had seen that the Adhinams and the priests who have come in from Tamil Nadu did a full dress rehearsal at the Malai temple at R.K. Puram in the national capital. Today around 21 of the Adhinams and priests have reached the national capital, and tomorrow between 7:30 to 8:30 the Havan and the Puja will take place, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will take part in the Puja. And after the Puja is done, the Sengol will be handed over to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And after that, the installation of the Sengol inside the Lok Sabha will take place. And after that, prayers will be chanted by different pundits and Sankaracharyas who would be coming in the new Parliament building. Beside that, the preparations are at full swing from security point of view as well. And you can see different workers are working out here at Vijay Chowk to make sure that tomorrow is a glorious day in Indian history, as this day will not going to come back again, because India is going to leave its last colonial sign in sort of the old Parliament building, and the inauguration of the new Parliament building is going to take place tomorrow. Back to you.
Stay with us, Sabya. This was a view from right outside the Parliament complex. Let's now take you inside. National editor Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan had an opportunity to send us this report from right inside the complex.
Right opposite the old Parliament's main gate is the Makar Dwar of the new Parliament that you can see behind me. This is expected to serve as the main entrance, as it connects directly to Vijay Chowk of central Delhi, which is right outside Raisina Hill. We are currently also at a location where the puja is specially expected to happen. As far as the Sengol is concerned, in fact, a special tent that has been constructed right near the Gandhi statue, where in fact the pujas are expected to happen. This is where in fact the Sengol would be a puja would be done, and then it would be taken inside the house for it to be placed near the speaker's pedestal, is what we are understanding at the moment. There's also expected to be a Prarthana Sabha that is expected to take place at around 9:30 in the morning. While this puja begins at around 7, the Prime Minister also expected to attend a portion of this particular puja. At around 9:30 is when there is also expected to be a Prarthana Sabha, and of course an inspection of what happens or what are the arrangements that have been made as far as the various chambers are concerned inside the Lok Sabha complex, inside the entire Parliament complex, in fact, where we are currently standing, the new Parliament building. An inspection of that is expected to happen. Of course, later in the day is when the final ceremony takes place as far as the formal inauguration process of the new Parliament building is concerned.
Now, Sabyasachi, before I come back to you, we have more reactions coming in. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, he was asked a question of whether or not he will attend the inauguration. And he says What's the purpose? Nothing will be achieved. Listen to what Nitish Kumar said.
अलग बिल्डिंग बनाने की कोई जरूरत था? हम तो दिल्ली जो गए हैं सब लोगों से ऐसे भी हम किए। और शुरू में भी बात हो रहा था कि बन रहा है, ये हो रहा है, तो हमको तो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा था कि जो इतिहास है, अरे आज़ादी हुई तो जो चीज़ पर फिर जहाँ पर से शुरुआत हो गया तो उसी को और विकसित कर देना चाहिए। अलग से नया बनाने का कोई मतलब नहीं, क्या पुराना इतिहास से बदल दीजिएगा?
This is an attempt to change history as we speak. People from Adinam have landed in Delhi and they will be part of the ritual, the ceremony which will happen tomorrow. First pictures playing out on Times Now. We have our first viewer now joining us on Mr. Shiv Kumar Swami now joining us from Bengaluru. Sir, good afternoon. This is your channel, sir. Go ahead.
सर यस बराबर बोल रहे हैं, वही हमारा चैनल है, इसलिए बात कर रहा हूँ मैं।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
हाँ, नया हमारा देश का सम्मान है, ये तो हमारा देश के लिए नया इतिहास रचा रहा है, इसलिए आपसे बात करना करके चाहता हूँ मैं।
आप बताइए सर, आप बताइए। वी कैन हियर यू मिस्टर कुमार स्वामी, आप बोलिए।
कल नया संसद के लिए कल नया संसद खुल रहा है ना
जी,
इसका विचार में बात करने के लिए बात कर रहा हूँ। वही आप तो लिंक दिया है, फोन करो करके
जी जी
कर रहा हूँ मैं।
आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं मिस्टर शिव कुमार स्वामी? जो लोग बॉयकॉट कर रहे हैं, व्हाट इज योर मैसेज?
वो तो एकदम गलत है, नहीं सोचता है मैं। बॉयकॉट नहीं करने का क्यों? ये तो हमारा देश की शान है, ये तो हमारे देश का सम्मान है। किसी देश के आप बाहर देश में जाकर के कर सकते हैं क्या ये काम? बोलिए, हमारे देश में किया है ना, बाहर देश में नहीं कर सकता है ना, ये तो है क्या नहीं है? बोलिए आप।
सही बोल रहे हैं आप, बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हैं शिव कुमार स्वामी सर। थैंक यू फॉर कनेक्टिंग, शेयरिंग योर थॉट्स। मिस्टर कृष्णन नाउ joining RJ Krishnan joining us from Thane in Maharashtra. Sir, good afternoon.
Very good afternoon, Pranesh. I am Krishnan from Thane. What I want to give my opinion is these opposition parties should hang their head in shame for violating to attend a particular function which is the most pride of India. And this is a great achievement by Modi government. And another thing I would like to say about this Sengol is that these Congress people, they should check their intelligentsia, whether they are right or not. The reason being, Nehru was presented with this thing, Sengol, in 1947. Did he deserve a Sengol at that age? He is neither old nor handicapped. He should have been, they should understand this intelligentsia is not there in their minds.
Right. So that's a good point, and I know why you're saying it, because it was kept in a museum and the description said that Prime Minister Nehru's walking stick. Thank you, Mr. Krishnan, for sharing your thoughts. Mr. Padmanabhan now joining us from Bengaluru. Sir, good afternoon. You're on Times Now.
Very good afternoon, sir. Padmanabhan from Bangalore. Actually, my view is, actually, the first citizen of India should come and open this, because I don't think there's a difference between Mr. our PM and our president, because this is a historic event. The first citizen of India should come and open in the presence of our Prime Minister. And for the opposition, it's a very shame on them. Why should they boycott? It's not a Lok Sabha session to boycott. It's a historic event. See, next session and next time they will come into sit in the if Congress comes. Why they should boycott? It is a very shame on them, sir.
Thank you. That's a good point that you've made, that the boycott is not in the right spirit. Thank you for connecting. Mr. Ravi now joining us from Saudi Arabia. Sir, good afternoon. How are you?
I would like to point out that, first of all Indians anywhere in the world, we are very proud and we have been waiting for this moment. And what opposition is doing, it is making us really ashamed of them. They are just exposing themselves. I just know I was listening to Nitish Kumar. I happen to come from Bihar. And it's really like I'm ashamed that he is our leader, the way he is talking. Kya jarurat tha, kuch jarurat nahi tha. I mean, do they think us to be fool or what?
And there are many like Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar is saying that this is an attempt to change history. What was the need of a new parliament? Kya badlega? There are many within his party. Mr. Ravi, I don't know whether you heard the JDU president who said that, Lallan Singh. He said, when we come to power, we will change the building. We will do something else here. So that is the length at which opposition leaders have gone.
No, so it is very clear now that people of India have to be decisive. And it's very clear we are going to something like bipartisan system, that either you are with India or you are against India. Earlier it used to be, okay, maybe there were few people who are thinking in that way. But now the way things have come up, in Modi Virod, they have really gone to an extent which is unthinkable. It is really unthinkable.
Thank you, Mr. Ravi, for connecting and sharing your thoughts. Have a good day, sir. Mr. Ramanna now on the line from Hyderabad. Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. My question to all these opposition parties, when they do not have any idea of getting into a parliament, why should they contest the elections in the upcoming 2024? Because deserving is also a problem. Deserving is also everybody. For example, I tell you, these people are shouting at that Murmu. The same Abhinandan Chaudhary has insulted her by calling her the president, Rashtra Patni. So they lost all the morality in the world that they can criticize the Modi government. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Narayan now joining us from Chennai. Sir, good afternoon. This is Times Now, your channel.
Good afternoon, sir. I watch your channel. Thanks for the good coverage. It is really shameful that these people are boycotting this event, number one. Number two is that they have already insulted President Murmu several times. Even during her election, a lot of people insulted her. Now they want to do all this politics and they are trying to praise her. This is totally foolish, and people are intelligent and they are aware of what is happening. Number two. Number three is that this is sort of a Vastu Puja for the new parliament building, and it is good that all evil, negative forces, anti-Indian forces are kept away from this show. They themselves are boycotting the show. Thanks very much, sir.
Thank you for connecting. Mr. KB Gupta now joining us from Bengaluru. Mr. Gupta, good afternoon, sir.
Two feedbacks to give to the great cons who call themselves the Congress party. In 1947, the British handed over the ruling authority of India to a gentleman who called himself Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, which means that he handed over to Indira Gandhi, who handed over to Rajiv Gandhi, who handed over to Sonia Gandhi. Which means that today, for the transfer of authority and power to happen, it is actually Sonia Gandhi who should hand over the scepter to the elected Chief Prime Minister, the Desh Ka Sevak, Sri Narendra Modi ji. So, by default, Sonia Gandhi has to come to the parliament, the new parliament, and she has to symbolically, in public, hand over the Sengol or the scepter to Narendra Modi ji. This is my first feedback. Number two, my second feedback is it is not too late. If the MPs of the various political parties think that they are bigger than the people who have elected them, then the Prime Minister ji should invite at least one person from the Aam Janta, the Aam Admi from the constituency, and they can participate in the inauguration of the parliament. That is the right message to the MPs who are supposed to be elected to represent the interests of the people that they are elected by. This is my feedback, which I wanted to share on national television. Thank you.
For sharing your thoughts. We have Mr. Venkatesh joining us from Bengaluru. Sir, good afternoon. This is Times Now, your channel.
Thanks for putting across the public's views on this historic event. I had a few points, very specifically without understanding the significance of Sengol, which has come down from the Chola dynasty. It is highly unfortunate that the opposition is trying to play politics over it. It is a legacy which has been carried over from the Chola dynasty. Unfortunately, it was handed over to Nehru, which was construed as a which was told to be as a golden walking stick for Nehru. It is an insult to the Indian legacy, which is being corrected now. And it is being installed in the parliament, which is the right place, as the Cholas have been rulers for quite some years. Had it been from Aurangzeb, possibly these fellows, the opposition would have jumped into this bandwagon. Had it come from Aurangzeb or from the Mughals, they would have jumped into the bandwagon and they would have attended it. This is a shameless part of it. These guys are shameless, especially Nitish Kumar, who has been supported left, right and center by Mohammad Shahabuddin, who was known for his notorious activities. And these are the people who are talking about secularism, independence and freedom. It's a shame.
I understand your sentiments, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Good points made there by Mr. Venkatesh. Mr. Sadashivan is now joining us. Sir, good afternoon. Please go ahead.
Well, sir, how it came to Sonia Gandhi, was it proper for her to hold it? Because it was given to the Prime Minister. He is not a Prime Minister. She would have earlier given it back, given it to Modi. Earlier itself, on her own. This belongs to the whole country, not a family.
Absolutely. The Sengol belongs to the whole country, not a family. That's a great point that you've made, Mr. Sadashivan. Thank you for connecting, Mr. Sanjay.